Welcome, Toastmasters. I'm your guest. This year I've been area governor, and it's been a journey this year. It's been a journey of developing leadership skills, learning more about Toastmasters, and actually also learning more about the Clifton-Nutley area of New Jersey, something I never knew about before. One of the things I learned though this year is about the HPL requirement. HPL is the High Performance Leadership Program, which is a requirement if you want to become a distinguished Toastmaster. Don't know yet if I'll ever become a distinguished Toastmaster, but I'm doing the HPL, and we'll see where it leads me. The HPL requires assuming your leadership role to complete the project. My HPL project is Success as Area Governor. This is defined as making Area 64 a distinguished area. In order to do this, my vision is to help area clubs to achieve success with their distinguished club plan, which you've all seen this book, by providing the necessary guidance, support, and implementation plans. I've worked with every president and vice president of education of my clubs to help them to understand the role of the DCP in club success and the importance of each task and each officer in guiding members on the DCP path. I look at the DCP as a GPS like you have in your car. It shows you the way, it shows you how to get where you're going, but it's not the be-all to end-all. You still have to pay attention to the role, you still have to take responsibility for where you're going. And it's the same thing with the DCP. And if the club succeed the DCP, then it feeds up to the area, the division, and the district, and we'll all succeed. The area governor role is a liaison between the clubs and district. The role includes area visits to clubs, working with the division governor, having area council meetings with the presidents, and working to become a distinguished area. Although it's not specific to the area governor responsibilities in our district, being an area governor also means that you have to run training sessions and contests. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. I see the Distinguished Club Plan as a group effort, and I'll offer my clubs support and guidance to help them achieve their goals. Even though if you look at the DCP, you have goals having to do with paying your dues on time, with membership, with achieving so many CCs, advanced communication, CLs, and so forth. And each officer may be responsible in your membership. VP membership may be responsible for adding members. And the Vice President of Education is supposed to help people to work along with their DCP. But it's a group effort. It's not the responsibility of any one officer. It's not the responsibility of any one club member. If you remember, Donna sent out the teaser for the meeting for Michelle, and she was saying, nobody is holding a whip and saying, you must do this, you must do that. It's a group effort, and that's how I'm approaching being area governor. It's a group effort. I want to help my clubs to achieve their goals. If the clubs achieve their goals, then we can achieve the distinguished area. And what the distinguished area has criteria similar to the distinguished club plan. There's dues renewal. We want to have 1.75 CCs per club, 0.5 ACs per club. 60% of clubs become distinguished. So if you do that, then you become a distinguished area. The next level after that is select distinguished, which means I've completed the club visits. 60% of clubs have over 20 members, and we've added one new club, and I do believe that we're going to add the club in Montclair. So this past year, I've worked with the clubs, and I've tried to help my clubs. I've done the area visits, which means that I have observed meetings, offered speeches from the Successful Club Plan, which are, I've done a couple of speeches here as well in terms of talking about mentors, talking about officer roles, and other things, evaluation, things to help to guide the clubs to succeed. as I mentioned earlier, we've also done training sessions for each club officer supposed to attend training twice a year. I ran a training session last August on the division level and ran a area level training session in December. We've also had contests. If you remember the club contest, we had a club contest last fall. There are area contests in the fall and spring. So I organized the area contest. I've also worked to organize the division contest. And I've worked to help the other area governors in the division with their contests. One of the things as well about being area governor is working with the other area governors. So the Division 64 has 4 areas, and all of the area governors have worked together because our goal is for everybody's club to succeed. Because again, it moves its way up. So if the club succeeds, the division succeed. Another thing that I've had to do a lot this year is answer questions from clubs. And they're very interesting questions, things having to do with membership. How do you fill out the membership form? How do you attract new members? There are various contests that the Division International runs. I've had questions about that. I've had questions about contests. And I really like being asked questions because I think that that's really a way to learn for yourself. If you have to answer other people's questions or teach other people things, then you really have to know that information yourself. So I think that has really, really helped me. So I started off by saying that my goal was to achieve success this year. What was that? That was my 7 minutes, or that was 5 minutes?
7.
You didn't help up that?
I'm sorry.
All right.
Go on, keep going.
Winding up then. Okay. So has this year been a success? I would say I don't know yet. We won't know till the end of June whether or not the clubs have made distinguished. But I would say that yes, so far the year has been a success whether or not we do achieve distinguished status. I've learned a lot about Toastmasters. I've been able to reaffirm my commitment to my area, my division, my district. And whether or not we become distinguished, I would say that this year has been a success. And I do have one more year as area governor, and I hope that that year works out as nicely as this year has done. Thank you.